Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
They brought lights, and my girlfriend refused to charge my phone for me when she knew that it was low. To me, that's toxic.
Hey there, it's Jerry-Adesewo here, and this is another episode of What's Your Opinion On. Today, I have a very amazing guest with me. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Jeremiah.
So I'd like to ask, what's your opinion on toxic relationships?
Toxic relationships. Well, to me, I feel like toxic relationships are relationships where there is always someone on the bad receiving end of it. Do you get? And most times, my opinion is most people do not know what's toxic for them. What's toxic for me might not be what's toxic for you. Like, for an example, me and my supposed girlfriends, we stay together, we cohabit, and then they brought lights, and my girlfriend refused to charge my phone for me when she knew that it was low. To me, that's toxic, because I feel like, okay, you should at least do what is in my best interest, right? But to others, they might see it as, okay, maybe she forgot. So it varies from person to person.
Yeah.
So it depends on you knowing what you want to accept in a relationship or what you can't.
Let's paint the scenario. There's a rich boyfriend and a girlfriend. Boyfriend keeps beating her and she doesn't leave because he gives her gifts. You know, all those, wigs and all these things just to make her happy and make her forgive him back. So I think that's really toxic. Why do you think people find it hard to leave? Because I've been seeing people remain in toxic relationships and I'm like, don't you people know what's going on? Like, so why do you think people find it hard to leave?
Well, mostly, some people might say it's love, but I say it's fear. Mostly fear of what people might say when you leave this person. Let's say your relationship is the very elaborate kind where everybody knows about it. So when you leave, those people will be asking you, and then it depends on the picture the person is painting. The person can be painted to be a good person on the outside, but then the fear that what people think of me if I leave this person, and also the fear that if I leave this, maybe I will see something worse. You know, they say the angel that you know is better than the devil you have not met. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why people decide to just remain in that toxic relationship.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
I don't think I have.
Okay, and I pray you will never be in one. Okay, so what would you advise people in toxic relationships? Like, what do you advise they do? Because toxicity is not good for the mental health. So what do you advise they do when they're in situations like that?
Well, there's a saying that says that everybody settles for the love they think they deserve. So it's up to that person in that toxic relationship to ask themselves, do I really deserve this kind of love? If not, you should better find, before it even becomes toxic, you should seek for another option. There would always be someone that suits your expectation in a relationship.
How about those that are married already? You know, it's a lifetime thing. How do they recover from a toxic relationship? It can be very hard because the society wants you to stay, they don't want you to divorce. So what do you think they should do in toxic marriages?
Well, my opinion is that no marriage is worth your life.
Yeah.
Right? So no matter the amount of children you have given birth to, that's why it's best that when you are going into marriage, you are independent in a way. So that when you need to separate, you don't need to be dependent on what your husband or your wife has to give to you. So you just have to discredit yourself, stay away from the toxic person, make sure that your own life and probably your children, lives of your children are also safe. Because save your life first before you save your marriage.
I think life has moved past people sticking to marriages that don't favor them. Life has evolved so much. So if you find yourself in a toxic marriage, I think you need to choose yourself first. All right, thank you so much, Jeremiah, for sharing your opinion on toxic relationships. I want you guys to drop your opinions in the comments. It's welcome. Till we meet again, guys, it's What's Your Opinion On Jerry-Adesewo. Guys, please do not settle for people that will be beating you. Don't settle for less, please. Look at your husband is in front. Leave that man alone. Leave that woman alone.